We're back for rational numbers. Inside rational numbers, we already know what that is. It fits the form A over B, okay? Now, I can break it down even further. I can break it down into what happens if I have a number that's like -3, okay? We know it's rational because I can put it over 1 and it fits the form A over B. But -3 is also an integer. So an integer are counting numbers that are negative and positive. Now, what does a counting number mean? It means it's easy to count. I'm not going to count by, 3/4. So I'm not going to count by a fraction. I'm going to count by numbers that are easy, like -3, -4, -5, -6, 0, 1, 2, 3. So integers are counting numbers that are both negative and positive. It's like the typical number line you see. So if you have like -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and so on. Those are all integers. So if I ask you to classify, the number -3, what system does that belong to? Well, it's an integer, it's a rational number, and it's a real number. So it would fit 3 categories: integer, rational, and real. Okay? All right. So if you don't have any questions with integers, we're going to move on. We also have what we call whole numbers. Whole numbers are counting numbers that are positive and include the number 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Those are all whole numbers. So if I ask you the square root of 9, to which set does the square root of 9 belong? Well, first let's think about it. What is the square root of 9? The square root of 9 is 3. Okay? So 3 is a whole number. It's an integer. It's rational. And it's real. It's all of these. So from this diagram, what I want you to see is that all whole numbers are integers. All integers are rational. And all rational numbers are real. But are all integers whole numbers? No. Because what about -4? -4 is not a whole number. Okay? So, what else is there? There's also natural numbers. Natural numbers are all positive counting numbers. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. All counting numbers that are positive. So, is there a big difference between whole numbers and natural numbers? There's really only one difference. One difference is that whole numbers include 0. 0 is not a part of the system when they came up with numbers. 0 wasn't invented until way later. So natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whole numbers, the only difference is a whole number is 0. So, if I ask you, to what system does 2 squared belong? Well, what is 2 squared? 2 squared is 4. So 4 is a natural number, it's a whole number, it's an integer, it's rational, and it's real. Okay? So hopefully you see the difference between these two. All right. One last video. So I want you to get this in your notes and then come back and join me for this one last video.